Welcome to The Perfect Fit, the custom training solution, brought to you by GC Learning Services, LLC. Let's start with some of the most popular concerns surrounding training and development within organizations today. Low employee productivity and motivation, high customer service dissatisfaction ratings, training goals not aligned to strategic goals, lack of skill set in-house for training needs, lack of consistency in major processes, low learner retention rates, and lastly, confusion about job roles and responsibilities. Be honest, did any of those organizational concerns sound familiar? Now let's take a look at the upside of establishing and maintaining proactive and effective training solutions within your organization. First, you will see an increase in employee understanding within their job role, tasks, and responsibilities. And this applies to new hires and existing employees, not only increasing their motivation, accuracy, and efficiency, but also adding accountability to their role. And effective interactive training relative to their job role will always result in higher learner retention rates. Next is the increase in client or customer satisfaction. We all know that this benefits any organization's bottom line in a positive way. And what about consistency? Consistency in processes and consistency in employees who understand their job role and tasks. This consistency helps employees understand how their role affects the organization as a whole. And ensuring training goals have a key end result, hence bottom line effect, will help meet the organization's strategic goals and initiatives as well as stakeholder satisfaction. And lastly, utilizing misaligned in-house skills can lead to ineffective and non-cost-effective training. If you do not have instructional designers on staff, it may benefit you to explore outsourcing. In contrast, if you have full-time training developers on staff but lack the full-time work, you may also want to explore hiring consultants for those per-project needs. And if travel expenses are a concern, you may consider online self-paced e-learning modules as your solution. GC Learning Services LLC, or GCLS for short, is a virtual B2B instructional design and e-learning development company that works hard to find the most affordable, custom training solution for your organization and your budget. We have an expert team of instructional designers, Flash developers, graphic artists, voice talents, and videographers who work together to ensure your project is a success. Our goal is to be number one in quality and customer service with the highest levels of customer responsiveness for each and every project. So how does GC Learning Services meet your needs by establishing the perfect fit? Let's take a look at the diagram. On the left defines your need as an organization, and on the right is the solution GCLS can provide. For example, if your need is unknown, a training needs analysis, or TNA, can be conducted to analyze the current issues and goals and determine the appropriate training solution. Or perhaps you are unsure whether to implement classroom or online training. A blended learning approach combining the two may be a possible solution. Or perhaps you are not sure whether to implement new courses or update existing ones. In this scenario, a free consult would be the perfect solution. And if your need was for instructional design services and/or documentation, GCLS would provide you with instructor-led training materials for the web, such as webinars or workshops, or the classroom, such as a facilitator or participant guide, and even user guides or job aids for employee workstations. In addition, if your design team in-house will be developing your modules, GCLS can even develop the storyboards. And finally, if you need an online solution, GCLS has the skilled expertise to create tutorials for software application training, as well as professional SCORM-compliant modules for soft skills training. And how is it that we have been able to maintain our success and client base since 1996? By following 3 sound principles with every client and every project. Number 1, Process. We follow a very meticulous project process from beginning to end. We'll get into the steps of the process shortly. Number 2, principles. Every project has specific adult learning theories and principles applied to the writing style, depending on the content, audience, and training delivery method. Number 3, proofing. We like our customers involved from beginning to end, so after every milestone we require a review and edit period by the client, followed by a formal sign-off to ensure they are getting exactly what they requested and need. Scope creep? What's that? To ensure this never happens, GCLS always follows the same process for each project. Take a look at the outer layer. The first step of the process begins with the design document, where the scope, audience, and adult learning principles are defined. Then the outline and learning objectives for the training, the team members and contact information, and the Gantt chart and timeline created within Microsoft Project. In the next layer, moving towards the target, which is our project success, is the storyboarding, design, or scripting phase, depending on the project. Here is where the source content is analyzed, broken down, and written in a language and format the audience can comprehend and retain. For e-learning projects, the storyboard would contain items such as the on-screen text, audio narration, graphics, and interaction cues for the programmer. The final layer before the target is reached is development of the final product, and of course the client sign-off, before final delivery. Success! And lastly, let's take a look at the final piece of the puzzle, the end result. You know, training doesn't have to be an enigma or puzzle that can't be solved. Each piece of the puzzle can be custom fit to your organizational needs and budget. After the key issues and concerns are identified and addressed, you can begin exploring viable training solutions. And remember to be proactive in your initiatives and not reactive. Your training will be better received and more effective. Next, simply apply the appropriate solution, aligning all training needs with strategic goals, and implement the solution. The end result is organization-wide acceptance and consistency among roles, departments, and divisions, positive returns on investment, and overall increased effectiveness, satisfaction, and productivity. Looking for guidance with your next training solution? Not quite sure which direction to take? Are you in proactive or reactive mode? Clients such as the Boys and Girls Club of America, Real Property Management, the Center for Economic Progress in Chicago, and State Farm Insurance all agree GCLS and the Perfect Fit Custom Training Solution works for them. GC Learning Services is here for you day and night, offering free 30-minute consults for your convenience. You can call us toll-free, email us, chat online from the website, or connect with us on Skype, Twitter, or Facebook. We look forward to hearing from you.